I'm back. Hi. Oh my God, you guys. I feel like I haven't posted in literally like 8 months, probably between like 6 and 8 months, but here we are. I'm a human being. Surprise. Welcome back to the woo woo room. I am really excited to be back on here, to be in a space where I have the energy and the connection to myself to create and read for you guys. Today we're going to do, I'm really excited because I am going to do a retrograde series for us. So we have quite a few things in retrograde right now. We have Neptune, we have Pluto, we have Saturn, we have Chiron, all retrograde right now. That's a lot. So hopefully these messages will help everyone sift through and move through this energy and really integrate this energy. I had a surgery. So I had foot surgery back in July. And I have been non-weight bearing, i.e. not walking, for about a month and a half. I am progressing and healing very nicely. And I'm finally like not in constant pain. So I'm in a space where I just feel really excited to read and to be creating again. Yeah, this energy is spicy, right? I also want to just note that I had my Saturn return. I'm in my Saturn return right now. And my Saturn return is in my 8th house, which does roll over surgeries. And my Saturn is in Pisces. So Pisces also rules the feet. So I had surgery on my feet on my foot during my Saturn return. Very interesting. The surgery was spicy. Recovery process in the beginning was super painful, but shout out to my mom because she came all the way up here from out of state to take care of me. Anyways, let's get into this energy. So, all right. So Neptune, right? Neptune is it's stationed at 29 degrees of Pisces. Okay. So this is the final degree of the zodiac. And in my personal readings, right, we're just coming up, we're in this Lionsgate portal energy. And to me, a portal is a circle. Like it's something that you walk through. And in my personal readings for myself that I did for the 8/8 portal reading, I pulled the world card. And I noticed also last year, because I did a live on Instagram for the 777 portal in July, that we got the world card for that as well. A lot of the clients I was working with were getting the world card. So this is something that to me now signifies portal energy. And even in the tarot, in the major arcana, this is the final card of the major arcana in the Fool's journey through the beginning part of the tarot. So yeah, we have this portal energy, right? And I think that it's really interesting that we also have Saturn here. Let me see, I have some notes. So one of my favorite creators on here who's actually inspired me in my tarot journey, her name is Destiny, but her handle on here is Queen Cup. I've been following her since like 2018. Hashtag Angel Gang Destiny. But she really knows how to read collective energy, right? And one reading she did, I think what probably was for the Lionsgate portal, was that, so this is the portal, right? And this is us moving through it. Okay, you see how she's looking back at everything she's learned and she's moving through to the future, right? So some people, we talk about like these karmic cycles and stuff, right? We talk about repeating karmic cycles. We talk about ending karmic cycles. The world card upright, when we're talking about portal energy, this means we have gotten all the information that we have needed in this cycle in this experience, in this energy, and now we are moving forward. The portal, or the world card in reverse, when we're talking about portal energy, would signify to me that we're standing at the door of this portal, looking back instead of looking back with attachments and stubbornness and lack mindsets and things that keep us stuck and not moving forward through the door. Okay. And some people, so these portals happen every year. We have the 1/1 portal, we have the 2/2/2 portal, or the 2/2 portal. Every month there's a portal. Okay. And they all harness different energies. And because they come around every single year, because first of all, they come around every single year, there's always an opportunity, as long as you were alive, to step through the portal. Okay. Also, one thing I like that Destiny said, was that these portals, their energy always exists. This is an energy that we can engage with. This is an energy that we can move through, even at different points throughout the year. It doesn't even have to be 8/8 energy. Something could be transiting your 8th house specifically to you, and that could be the opportunity that you have to move through the 8/8 portal, instead of this like mass collective shift and movement. So we have Saturn present, with Neptune in Pisces. Now Saturn is also retrograde right now at 18 degrees. I'm going to do a separate video on Saturn retrograde, because I want to do like a series on retrogrades for the summer. And Saturn is kind of adding structure and discipline to the more watery, abstract matters of Neptune that we're dealing with, right? This brings me to my next point. So I have the 3 cards here. Before we start reading, these are just some channeled messages that I've received in my own personal readings for myself. I have the 3 cards here. We've already talked about the world. So this is, us making it to the end of a cycle, right? 29 degrees of Pisces is the final degree of the zodiac. And for Neptune to be retrograding there right now, that's saying, all right, now this is it. Did you learn yet? This is like this is like Spirit saying, are you good, or do you need more? Did you get your lesson, or do we need to go over this again? Okay. We're reviewing. Okay. So there's probably at this time, there's some things that we have dealt with 10 years ago. I know for me, I'm dealing with something that I dealt with exactly 10 years ago when Neptune was retrograde. There are some things that are resurfacing for us, and retrograde is that time. It's that time where people, places, and things resurface, whether that's internally or externally or both, and it's not to fuck with us. It's not like, why is this always happening to me? It's like, what can I learn from this situation? Why is it that I continue to experience this, right? Why is this something that is reemerging, or something that I need to review? Retrogrades are an opportunity. It's not the universe trying to beat you up. And if that's the energy that you're sending the universe every retrograde, then that's what the fuck you're gonna get. Okay, so we want to start looking at retrogrades from a more empowered place. We want to start looking at retrogrades from a more abundant place, because even when things that we don't prefer are occurring in our life, it's an opportunity to learn and to heal, and to look within and to do the necessary work. Okay. So, the 2 other cards that have been coming up in my personal readings were the Queen of Cups and the Star. Okay. The Queen of Cups, one thing I have noticed, I took note of this yesterday, when I did my 8/8 portal reading for myself, was that both of these women have a very clear boundary between where the land starts and where the water begins. okay? See? Now, Neptune is a water planet, okay? Neptune rules the vastness of the ocean. Water in the tarot signifies emotion and spirit. Earth in the tarot signifies matter and physical, the physical realm. It symbolizes those practical matters that we have to deal with: finances, resources, our physical body, okay, our physical experience. Now, one thing that was coming up as well is that these two planets retrograding in the same sign are showing the importance of holding space for emotions, dreams, and more spiritual and spiritual healing while remaining grounded, okay, and handling our everyday affairs with intention, okay. Neptune and Pisces kind of roll over our subconscious, and with Neptune retrograding, this is an opportunity to kind of take a trip through your psychosis. I don't know why I said that. Through your subconscious mind and do a little bit of weeding, okay, and addressing some things. There are certain things that we are going to be faced with during this time that are fears, that are subconscious fears or very real fears that we have. And it's going to be about it's going to be about the strength of our mind and our perception as we navigate through those fears and as we face them anyway. Saturn is also, the planet of discipline. Okay, it's the planet of karma. And Saturn will bring things to our attention that we have been avoiding. Saturn will also bless you if you're confronting things, if you are on top of business, if you're standing on business, if you're disciplined, and if you are handling things intentionally with maturity and wisdom, and actually applying the knowledge that challenging circumstances have taught you throughout your life, okay? Saturn is also, telling us to take those practical and perceived mundane matters seriously. Like Saturn and Neptune right now are doing this retrograde dance to remind us that we can't be too far up here, and we also can't be operating out of the crack of our ass in the earth realm, out of our root chakra all the time, okay? There needs to be a balance, okay? So just like you're manifesting and doing your readings and praying or working with your ancestors, lighting your candles, working your roots, taking your spiritual baths, whatever, you need to be budgeting your money. You need to be planning for your future. You need to be attending to your health, okay? These are all things that our spirit wants us to come into a balance with right now. Let me see what else. Okay, yeah, this is about an integration of spirit and matter, okay? 29 degrees. Let me see what else, if there's anything else in these notes. Okay, so going back to what I was talking about when I was saying Neptune is at 29 degrees. So 29 degrees in every sign is called an anaretic degree. The anaretic degree symbolizes the shift, and it's a very final energy that will transition us from Pisces to Aries, Aries to Taurus, Taurus to Gemini, Gemini to Cancer, okay? It's portal energy. It's very much giving portal energy. So let's see, what else do I have here? So being that Neptune and Neptune is at 29 degrees right now, and it's retrograde. This is going to be our last time, hopefully, dealing with certain experiences. And I do want to also quote Destiny here, because I watched her 8/8 portal reading yesterday night, and she was talking about how this portal comes with a gift, a question, and a warning. Okay, so the warning aspect is something that the warning energy is something that I'm picking up on here. This is the last time that Spirit is going to ask you or give you the opportunity to leave with with everything you have. Because if we don't make the choice to move through this portal now, if we choose to stay in the toxic relationship that you've been fighting the entire time, but probably more intensely in the last few months, because Spirit is trying to get you to leave. If, you know, your doctor has told you you need to stop eating certain shit, and because you are pre-diabetic, and it could turn into full-blown diabetes or a heart problem that is, I'm picking up on somebody who has like a heart problem that runs in their family, or a blood condition or some type of circulatory issue that runs in their family, like low blood pressure, high blood pressure. Like if you've been told that you need to be on a heart healthy diet and you're not integrating that, Saturn, hello, then if you pass through that portal with this stubborn energy, with this stagnant energy, with this, I don't need to integrate these changes, or it's too hard, or it's blah, all these excuses, the victim shit, it's going to, you very well may develop diabetes, okay? You have been warned multiple times. Your body has told you, Spirit has told you, doctors have told you, your friends told you, they're worried about you. You know, you're uncomfortable in your body, you're anxious, your family's warned you, okay? You've received many signs about this person, about this thing, okay? For me, I definitely need to, the things that, because I'm not just talking at you guys, right? I'm a person too, and I'm here and I'm moving through this energy with you, just like you. And my goal is to walk through the portal, not be standing at the portal, twiddling my thumbs, you know, playing with my hair. Like my goal is to move forward into newness as well. And so there are some things that I need to address. Like I've gained a lot of weight over the past few years. I had a drinking problem and struggling with self-control in terms of my diet that did cause me to have, the stress was the main thing that caused me to have a heart problem. But I wasn't supporting my heart health either by, through what I was eating and putting in my body. And then the other thing that I need to address this portal, or that I am addressing this portal, is using my creative energy, because there have been so many signs that I need to pivot in my career, and I've felt that nudge very strongly. And there was just always some dysfunction or chaos happening in my life where I didn't feel grounded or safe enough to, or have enough energy to create. And now I'm in that space, and I literally am laid out in bed waiting for unemployment to come through, and there's no excuse for me to not get on here. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for me to not be singing and making music. There's no excuse for me not to be making my content. There's no excuse. And I'm not getting back in this toxic cycle, going into a job that I hate, under the assumption that in order for me to create stability for myself, I have to be doing something practical or traditional. I didn't come here for that, and that's very clear. And I've gotten those signs in my readings. I've felt that internally. I literally have worked myself into having to have orthopedic surgery. So if that's not a sign what is. And it's like, Spirit is like, what else is it going to take? Do you need to get diabetes? Do you need to have your other foot operated on and be laid out for another 2 months? Do you need to get hit again? Do you need to get cheated on again? Do you need an STD this time? Like, what is it going to take for you to make that decision to pivot? We got to stop letting things get so bad in order to leave. Okay, spirit, Neptune is also about our spirit and our intuition. Okay, we have to honor our intuition, because I think the opposite, and I might be wrong about this, but this is kind of like, I guess, the channel message is coming in. The opposite of your intuition is a delusion. And that's also what we tell ourselves. Like our body will very clearly communicate. The universe will very clearly communicate, do this or do that. And then that's the higher side of Neptune. The lower side of Neptune is the fucking rose-colored glasses that we choose to put on, and the lies and the bullshit that we choose to tell ourselves to justify staying where we are. Take them off. Because this time, if we don't make the necessary changes, there's going to be some consequences. Okay, and that's heavy with that Saturn retrograde energy. Heavy with Saturn being in the same sign as Neptune, period. It's like, are you going to integrate, or are you going to keep lying to yourself? Are you going to integrate and honor your intuition? Or are you going to continue to avoid and fuck off and lie to yourself and continue to justify your behavior? Are you going to create some boundaries? Or are you going to keep blaming everyone else for why you're so drained, or why you feel taken advantage of because you don't know how to say the fuck no? This is also for me too, okay? So I'm not yelling at y'all, I swear. Let's see, those of us moving through this portal. Just to reiterate, kind of, I'm just like looking at my notes for this reading. I think I might cut this here with the downloads, and then come back in and do the reading, because when I upload, like, I just got a new phone this year, and when I upload, I haven't tried to upload anything to YouTube yet with this phone, but when I was using my old phone and tried to upload like hour, 20-minute long videos, it was like I kept having to restart the process because it wasn't working. It was so annoying. But who knows, maybe with this new phone it won't do that. But I think I will cut this with the downloads, and then I'll come back and do the reading for us. So yeah, just to reiterate, those of us moving through this portal, like many other people, have just refused to move through it. There's like people we need to forgive. You want to make more money? That's related to your heart chakra. Okay, if you want to make more money and your heart and the condition of your heart and the posture of your heart is fucked up, and you have all of these rocks around your heart, and your heart is calcified, and you're like, if you're one of those people who I was channeling has been warned about eating a heart healthy diet, and you're not even putting the right foods in there, you want to make more money, but it's like, you don't want to make the necessary changes. Okay. We talk a lot about repeating karmic cycles and karmic energy. Okay. It is as simple as a choice. In this moment, it's as simple as a choice. Now, there's sometimes, one of the things that I've learned recently is that none of the pain that I've experienced has been in vain. Pain is not in vain. I need to put that on a t-shirt. But for real, because as I've looked back over my life, especially the past 10 years, maybe 15, I have noticed this trend that everything that appeared to be a disaster when I was going through it ultimately was turned into a very big blessing. Ultimately was turned into a very big blessing. So there's no point And when I'm going through something, if I have that information now, when I'm going through something, and this is how I'm integrating right now, it's more internal, and the external part is me showing up here and in music and in the things that I enjoy to integrate the messages that I've gotten about a pivot in my career. Okay, so this is what I'm integrating. If I know that no pain is in vain, and if I know through experience that everything that appeared to be disastrous at first, or when I was going through it, or something that I didn't prefer, an experience I didn't want to have, it ultimately was used for my good, then what the fuck is the point of stressing and worrying and putting my heart through that and letting all this cortisol come out of my freaking liver and into my bloodstream, completely throwing off like my internal balance, if I know I'm gonna land on my feet? That's called faith, baby. That's called faith. Okay, and on top of that, the Lionsgate portal happened on a Jupiter day. On a Thursday, which is the energy of Thursday, Jupiter day, and then 8/8. So 8 is Scorpio energy, the energy of the portal of death and renewal. When we go through these tower moments and things are being ripped away, and we're getting signs that, you know, we need to leave this job, we need to leave this person, we need to start thinking different, eating different, believing different. It feels scary because it's like, well, what direction, what do I do now? That's where you follow your intuition. That is the beauty of Neptune. That connection to all, that connection to spirit, that connection to the collective energy, Pisces, 12th house, that you are part of the collective and you have something specific to offer. You feel in your spirit that a gift that you've been blessed with and born with is something that you can contribute to the collective because it's something that people need. And because you are part of the collective, you can feel that intuitively, that if I share this, it's going to help someone, it's going to inspire someone. So follow your intuition instead of your delusions. I think that's going to be the tagline here. What else was I about to say, baby? Okay, so yeah, I talked about what I was integrating. Yeah, Saturn and Neptune together is just asking us, are we ready to step through now? Are we ready to not only integrate those lessons and accept those lessons, but allow those lessons to inform how we navigate experiences in the future? You can't, if you're leaving a relationship, you can't go into your next one acting like you did back there. Okay, you're gonna have to check that shit at the behind the door of this 8/8 portal. You're gonna have to check that shit at 29 degrees. Okay? Like, we can't bring old energy into new blessings. We cannot. Because if we're asking for more, we need to be able to handle more. Or you're just gonna get your blessing, be like, you gonna fuck that shit up and drop it on the floor. Now your blessing all spilled all over the place. You have to be ready, okay? Yeah, are we gonna allow these lessons to inform the way that we navigate and show up permanently? Or are we gonna keep standing on the other side of this door bullshitting? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, also, there was a message I was getting that kind of pertains to what I was saying about what I'm personally integrating about my mindset when I'm faced with a challenge, when I'm faced with an experience that I don't prefer. Okay, knowing that pain is nothing that we go through is in vain. We have to check the victim shit at 29 degrees Pisces, and we need to move in a new direction. We need to be able to pivot and go into the unknown with an empowered mindset, knowing that, okay, yeah, I broke up with this guy. Like, and for me, I left a domestically violent relationship years ago, and I'm still mad at this nigga. For what? For what? Like, that shit is fucking with the posture of my heart. There's a bunch of people that I've been focusing on forgiveness with. There's a bunch of people that I'm focusing on forgiveness with because, oh geez, in my reading, it came out, and in the past year, I've been picking up on, maybe 2 years, heart chakra, focus on the heart space for the collective. And this year, when I did my 8/8 portal reading, I heard, this is the year of your heart. This is the year of your heart. This won't be the year of my heart. I mean, it will either way. But what is within my control? And what can I do to integrate the lessons that I've learned through these challenging experiences? You know, I've been saying this to my mom about a situation that happened, that I experienced last year. You know, I'm mad at certain people when I should be thanking them. You know, because it's just like, whatever perceived hurt or unfortunate experience or ending I went through with these people, it propelled me to where I need to be and to where I am right now, which is in an amazing home environment. I'm single. I am safe. I had a very necessary surgery because I was in pain. I was dealing with that pain for 2 years. I would not have been able to have that done if I would have still been sitting back there in those old situations. So instead of being mad and being angry and being bitter and resentful and you know, focusing on getting your fucking lick back, thank those people, forgive them, and move on. Check that victim shit at 29 degrees, honey, because that is not going to help you. That is not going to aid you in holding what is on the other side of this portal. All right. We're at 32 minutes. So I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to maybe do a reading. I mean, I feel like that was pretty clear, a pretty clear channeled message. I don't really feel like I need to do a reading on that. I don't really feel like I need to do a reading on that. I feel like that was the reading. I just didn't need to use my cards. So I think we're going to call this check that victim shit. Check that shit at 29 degrees. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. And I hope I see y'all on the other side of this portal, because we're going to do our big one. Bye.